Hello everybody, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons! Today, I really don't know what to do. I mean, it's Saturday. I like getting a look inside your home. Saw you still had some space to furnish, so I thought I'd thank you for hosting me with this gift. Nothing make me happier than hearing I chose well. Hoping you like it. Alright, what we got? What do we got? A hand cart. I think I've already got a hand cart. But you know what? That can go in the kitchen. I'm gonna put it in the kitchen. It's just gonna happen. I mean, I could put it here, but I'm pretty sure that right there is a hand cart already. So, you know. Alright, I am actually trying something a little different with recording today. So if everything isn't quite lined up... Okay, no, that's a wheelbarrow. But you know what? It's in the kitchen anyway. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put that in the main room, because it makes sense. Because the main room floor's under construction. So we need this. This is a wheelbarrow, though. Not a hand cart. Honestly, that little thing there is what I would think of when I hear hand cart. But hand cart, apparently. Okay. Basically what I've done, and it's something I'll have to set up every time if this works out, but if it does, great. So there's still a delay on the audio track I am recording. Huh? What did I complete? Oh, for having furniture. Okay. So there's still a delay on the audio from the Elgato side. That should match up with the delay from the Elgato. There is not a delay on the webcam side. So all I should have to do is match up the audio from the webcam side with the audio on the Elgato side, and everything should just be lined up no problem. It's a little bit of extra setup work, but if this saves me like 10 minutes of editing work to make sure all the audio is lined up, then that'll be worth it. If it doesn't, then I'm just going to go back to what I was doing before, because I more or less had that down pat. It was, for whatever reason, about 1/10 of a second delayed. Doesn't sound like a lot, but when you stop and actually consider how long a second is, that's a good amount of time when it's audio being out of sync with something you're able to visually see. Plus, this lets me see myself in more real time, which means I can, you know, not feel as awkward seeing myself, because I'm not super delayed. It's just a thought I had to do before, a thought of something to try before I'd even started this recording, so it was literally just before, so I've not really had time to test it in any way. It's just a case of like, yeah, that might work, let's try that. So, you know, it may work, it may not, I don't know. Viva! Evening, you know? It's the latest. Should swing by sometime. Working on a new cotton candy recipe. What's that face? What face? I'd love that. Stopping by for cotton candy sounds great. Especially the idea of it being like working on a new recipe for it, because like that would be like a flavor, and like I like flavors. I very much like food. And like cotton candy is one of those things that you can kind of infuse any candy flavor into it, yet they always just go pure sugar basically, and I don't fully get it. Like they could do anything with cotton candy, and yet it's usually just sugar, which is alright. I mean, it's fine, but like, eh. Man, I cannot think of things to talk about today. In real time, because you gotta remember I record a day ahead of time. In real time today, it is yesterday, for what you guys have seen. So that should explain why my brain is just kind of today. Like, But, yeah, I'm attempting to stay positive. I haven't even done much today, which is also kind of a problem. Like, I'm just kind of bored most of today. Like, I was playing at things, but, like, not really, like, seriously doing much of anything. And, like, I wasn't doing anything to, like, I wasn't getting enjoyment out of anything I was doing, basically. Which is a bit of a problem. Like, I wasn't hating it, but I wasn't, like, enjoying it either. So, like, I mean, I was texting with someone a bit, and, like, that was nice. I enjoyed that. I don't want, if they're watching this, I don't want them to think I wasn't enjoying texting with them. No, I was. That's not what I'm referring to. What I'm referring to is, like, me playing World of Tanks. I mean, there were some brief moments of, like, yeah, this is kind of neat. Those were usually moments of, hey, I didn't die. Cool. But, like, that was really about it. Playing World of Warships was just kind of frustrating, so... But that tends to happen. Like, even on, like, not exactly, like, day-off work holidays, like Valentine's, you still get a lot of, like, weekend warrior types playing the game because presumably they just took the day off work or something and they're just like, I'm just gonna play warships instead of being a productive member of society. Which, I feel that. I do that most days. But, like, these are the kinds of players that aren't very good at the game, which makes it really frustrating for everybody else. That was, like, perfect. I didn't think that would actually land there. I thought that was going to be one square lower. And it was a snowflake. That. Poche? Pochette? I think it's poche, so maybe. I don't know what a poche is, though. It may not be anything. That might not be a word. Like, what I mean is what I'm saying, not what I got. Like, what is that? I need to see. Oh, it's like a purse? I think? I'm very confused. That was dung beetle air. Hey, you leave that alone. Oh, I can't ladder up right there because the snowball's right there. It won't let me. Okay, well, let's build a snowman. I have room to build the snowman today, kind of. I mean, the other snowball's kind of in the way, but I can solve that. There we go. I mean, I still don't have the most room here. I should really get it, like, moved over here. I suppose I got room to, like, circle it. Yeah, that's really all I've done today, other than, like, my Star Trek dailies, which are just kind of a thing I'm doing, because they're doing their anniversary event, and as part of the anniversary event, you get a free ship. If you've never played Star Trek Online, and you've heard me talk about it, and you're like, hey, I want to try that, right now, when this video is going live, is a really good time to give it a try. I wouldn't... Well, okay, waiting wouldn't be a bad thing, but, like, right now is a pretty good time to give it a try, just because of, like, the event for the free ship. And you can basically do the content for earning that free ship the moment you reach, I think it's level 10, which you'll do within, like... That is your tutorial. You know, going from 1 to 10 is the tutorial, basically. So, you'll get there really fast. And it's not a great ship, by any means, but... Okay. With how Star Trek Online works, there really isn't a bad ship, just bad traits. This ship has a not very good trait. That's really about it. But for a new player without anything better, it's still a trait. It's still a ship. It's a battlecruiser, which is really nice, because that means it has, well, a Federation battlecruiser, which basically means it has a flight deck to it, so it has some fighters, which could help add to your damage output, which can really help you kind of keep up with some of the veteran players, because if they're not playing a ship with hangar pets, and you are playing one with hangar pets, you effectively have the equivalent of, like, 2 to 3 extra weapons based on the damage they deal. So, you know, it does kind of help you keep up. It's honestly where I played carriers for the most part, or why I played carriers and still do, is just simply because they can kind of keep up. I don't feel the power creep anywhere near as much. This is looking good. Pure snowfolk perfection. Yeah, I do gotta build a snow person. It doesn't do you much good, though, because I didn't build you the way I know how to build a snow person, because you wouldn't have liked that, because you snow people are just fussy. You don't like being a bit weird. But, yeah, like, it's definitely, like, it's a pretty decent ship, just with a not very good trait, which is why I say it's a not good ship. I'm saying that off of the perspective of me, who basically, I have no character that can gain benefit from that trait, but if I didn't have other ships and traits to make use out of, I'd use it. It's not awful. It gives you more base hull HP, and also gives hull HP to all your nearby teammates as well. So, like, it's a decent enough trait, and, like, more hull HP is always good, but there's definitely, it's definitely better things you could be doing. Like, oh, Pinky's, like, up here being, like, all staring off into the ocean. Hey, Steven, today is totally a great day. Is it, though? I mean, I'm sure it is. Sure, to Pinky it is. Lost item. It's the bag I lost. Those bunches for bringing it back to me. What an awesome surprise. Aww. Thank you so much. This thing's been missing for forever. I think this deserves a totally fab reward. Ooh, we get some furniture. It's a dinner neon sign. Or diner neon sign. I can read. Alright, I mean, I could put that in my kitchen. Makes some level of sense to put in a kitchen. Kind of. If you squint and think real hard. Just don't think too hard. You don't want your brain to explode. You know. There's some level of sense there if you give it a nice think thunk. Yeah, the only thing I will say is, like, to get the ship, it sounds grindy and repetitive, because it kind of is. You basically need to take part in this event for 20 days, and it'll be going on for another, I think it's like 24 days from when this video goes up, somewhere around there. So you really can't miss many days, and you basically just go through 2 of the PvE queues, and as long as you do something, you'll get credit for taking part, which is all you need. And then at the end of 20 days of doing it, you get your ship. Which, gonna be real, I do fully acknowledge that is a lot to be asking of anybody, of really any game. I'm honestly a bit surprised people like myself put up with that kind of grind. I mean, that's the amount of time most people will play the game for. You know, that's like someone's entire time playing STO. Because, like, you'll be through most of the content you'll probably care to play by then. You'll at least probably be, like, max level, because it doesn't take that long to get there. Welcome back for another episode of the Ed Show. Not really, Ed. Glad you asked. I'm making a stone lion dog. Okay. I want to hear about this stone lion dog. I don't care about your dream, my man. I just want to hear about the thing. What is that? Ed, what are you even making? I do agree, if you make it, anyone can. But, like, what is that, Ed? What even... It doesn't make any sense. Also, that was, like, the last slot of my inventory. I mean... By the sounds of it, it might work for, like, a museum decoration, I suppose. Oh, it's that. Okay, well, yeah, that'll kind of work for a museum decoration. So that's something, I suppose. Thankfully, I don't really need inventory space anymore. I just need to find, like, our daily recipe. So I already found all the fossils. Okay, let's pop in and see Yuka. See how she's doing. Yuka! Hello. Ah, Steven, do feel free to make yourself comfortable. Let's talk. I always sit down at my antique mini table to do my skincare regime. Planning out my various products and performing each careful step is meditative for me. Just as you water a flower, you must maintain its just as you water a flower to maintain its beauty, so must you moisturize your skin. I mean, that's fair. One would think you would do that at, like, your vanity in the back there, but, like, I suppose you're just lining things up on that little table. Be all around your incense. A little smelly stick action going on. Lots of sticks on the ground today. Must have been windy. There's the daily recipe. So what we got? It's another furniture item. To whoever's into strange bottles. I set my mind to making up the next big thing in DIY recipes, and lo and behold, I had this genius idea. Just had to share it, so I stuffed it in a bottle and floated it to you. It's so easy, anyone can do it. Your clever pal, Dell. It's a fruit basket. It's an anime. Oh man. I can craft anime now? Probably still can't buy pants, but I mean, to be fair, if we're gonna go by craft an anime, it makes sense. Anime doesn't have pants. Even wants the fish to come play with him. I won't bother Simon too much because he is fishing. Alright, Mabel, Sable, level with me. Do you got pants today? I could really use some pants. It's winter. How do you not have pants? Looks like they still don't have pants, but we do have a gala. Look who it is! It's Steven! Nice to see you here, Snorty. What's the latest? Love looking at stylish clothes, even if I'm not sure I'd wear them. I envy someone confident enough to wear something bold and different. It's fair. Probably never be me, though. I just want some pants. I literally say that while wearing, like, detective hat, like, old style jacket. Just wear some frilly sweatpants. They're still not exactly pants. They don't go all the way down. They're still cropped. Yeah, there we go. Some night vision goggles going on? Nah. Kinda like these glasses more. I'm gonna go with these ones. Thanks, Mabel. You always do right by me, Mabes. I know what you're thinking. Why is Sable working here every Saturday? I actually get the most done on Saturdays. I like feeling productive when everyone else is resting. And Papa always told me, stitching overtime can save your spines. It's very fair. Now, let's see here. Yeah. I mean, I suppose maybe I'll talk with these two. Hello, Graham. Hey, what's the good word? I want to chat. Start enjoying the cool breezes of Astera. We got Caroline. Nice running into you, Hula. Let's chat. Nice to see your smile. Having fun, Hula? I'm having fun. Okay. Let's see. Can I place another plot? don't know if I can or not. I don't remember how many you can have. Nook, man. What we got? Stock infrastructure. Let's sell some land. Yep, that's fine. I got 155,000 bells on me. I can more than help you, Nook. I'm good. Nope, that's it. Okay, I mean, I should come over here and, like, access the ABD, so I don't forget to do it. Give him 100 miles. I should also probably put some of my bells away, because, like, I'm gonna need them in the morning, but for now, inventory space. I don't know how bad of a financial decision I'm gonna make this week, but... well, this coming week, but this week wasn't so bad. I mean, we actually made bells this week, so that's progress. Well, let's put a house right here. I kind of want to move it down 1 square. So, like, right here. I'd actually been thinking of this for a while. Imagine this will be a pretty good spot. Yeah. Like, part of my reason for this, even though this isn't entirely random, was my random my random choices for housing, if you look on the little mini-map, is very border. Everyone's living on the border. Like, I didn't even intend for that. It just kind of happened. So, yeah. That's what we got. Now we have that. Let's sit down and have a KK concert. I want to sit next to Caroline. Alright, I need to talk with KK first. I'm smart. The scene's not the scene until you make the scene, Steven. Want me to slap the strings for you? I'd love that, my man. Cool, cool. Any requests? Dial up an old favorite, or you can just tell me how you're feeling, and I'll groove on it. I'm in a mood. You know, I am actually feeling a little blue today, so... cool, I'm dialed in. Have a seat and let me jam. Sit next to Caroline. Feeling downbeat, huh? Let me lay that beat down for you, KK Condor style. This should be pretty nice. I know he's playing, but I can't really hear it. Or my computer fan. Oh, I know this one. Okay. I can hear enough of it now. I mean, honestly, my computer fan is a bit of a blessing. Because, like, I'm sure you guys can still, if you really listened closely, you could probably hear the game audio coming through the microphone, because the TV's, like, right there. But, given the noise cancellation I have on the microphone, the, like, OBS tries to counteract. Like, it basically noise cancels for the fan on my computer. Which basically makes it so you can't really hear the TV when I'm not talking. Which is great. While I'm talking, you can probably hear it a bit, but I'm trying my best here. I also learned that you can do this. You can clap. And everyone claps. I mean, it looks really awkward, but... I'll also stop, because I have no sense of rhythm. I also really wish I could just, like, sit here and just jam out to the music without talking, but... I learned my lesson with New Leaf. As much as it did only happen the once, I still don't want to take the chance. I don't like fighting copyright claims. I just don't like it. That was nice as always, KK. Yeah! Right on, man. I'm gonna give your pockets a glance. I slipped you a boot of the show. That was, like, unreal. Thanks for tuning your dial my direction. You're welcome, man. Let's come put that in the, radio here. Register KK Condor. We'll stop over to KK Condor. Now, we do need to come to the museum, get some stuff identified, do a very bad Irish accent again. It's how it works. I don't make the rules, Blathers just speaks through me. It's how it works. Hey, man. Wait, hello there. I need the who to start it. Woo! Ooh, hey, hello. I can't do the voice. Oh, no. Welcome to the Astera Museum. There we go. How may I be of service? To assess some fossils. Ooh, what would you like me to assess? I'm all aflutter. These ones. What we got here, my man? Got anything new? Ooh, more than one I see. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Ooh, hooray! I found something that's not yet part of our esteemed collection. It is magnificent indeed. You have a talent for finding the finest of fossils. Now, I do hope you'll consider donating what you found. The cultural development of Astera is a worthy endeavor indeed. In the meantime, I'll return these to you. But think on what I've said, the museum awaits. I don't know where the voice is going. It's gotta stop being Irish. I don't know how I feel about that. Got a right terror wing. That there be a right terror wing. Oh, could it be? It is. A right terror wing. Does this mean? Yes, it is done. The pterodon is complete. And a splendid specimen indeed. The pterodon was a remarkable creature. I can't do the voice. I feel bad. I'm just gonna stop trying to do it. There's fascinating stuff, I assure you. Know where to begin. The mighty pterodon, among the very largest animals ever to fly. They were role models to us all. With a wingspan of over 23 feet in some cases, I find it simply stunning that they ever did more than glide. The fly they did, soaring dynamically and dramatically over land and sea. Wish I could have seen it. And there you have it. Fascinating stuff. No, rest assured, all donations are displayed in a timely manner. Thanks, Blathers. I wish I could be doing the voice that really suits you, but I can't do voices today. I just can't. I'm not good at voices today. Ooh, Gala's in having a coffee now. Don't ever tell Brewster I told you this, but I'm pretty sensitive to heat. I let my coffee cool way down. I am too, but I have a feeling Brewster would pour it down my throat if I tried to say no, so, you know. May I stay for a cup of coffee, It's 200 bells a cup, if you like. Yes, please. Sure. I do have my coffee. Here you go. The finest beans brewed to perfection. Enjoy. People even got you a clean cup. Enjoy. I'll do just that. Yes! I'm blissing out on this. What is... Huh? What was that sentence? What was... I have never heard those words in that order before. But okay. I love how it said waking right up, and there I go yawning. I actually discovered I could record at 6 with this game, which I do appreciate. I mean, I don't mind the 8 PM concert, but at the same time, like, I appreciate being able to record early on days like today where, gonna be real, I kind of just want to go to bed. I just want tomorrow to be here, kind of thing. Like, I know tomorrow's no different from today, but, like, the feel of tomorrow should be different. It's also a pretty big snowstorm coming soon, which should be pretty nice. I like me some snow. Festival stage. Yeah, I'll buy it. Lots of feathers. Alright, stuff to sell. What am I offering? A lot of stuff. That should be everything. 39,890 bells. That's almost the same amount of bells I had on me. Almost. Lamp. I do like me a good lamp. Not sure how I feel about standing lamps. They take up too much space. I like desk lamps. Because a desk lamp you can just put on a desk and that doesn't take up any floor space. But like a standing lamp has to take up floor space. And I'm not sure I like that very much. Wait a minute. We're a thriving populace. We've been at the Roost 10 times. We're a caffeinated regular. Okay, we do have plenty of inventory space now. I should still head home, put stuff into storage. Then I think I honestly want to go on a Nook Miles tour. I've got a ticket. I want to go on a tour. Let's see if we can get a new villager. Because we have space. We have a lot for sale. I don't know how many more lots I can have. I should really just look up how many spaces you can have and then just place them all down. But, you know, that takes effort. And I'm very lazy. Thwopoid. Some gyroid names just sound like they would work so well as, like, insults. I mean, like, let's just pop in here for a moment and find the gyroids. I'm getting to have a lot of stuff, but, like, Thwopoid. That just, it's a blobfish. Then we get, let's see. Crumploid. That Petaloid. I mean, those just sound like things you could call somebody. They wouldn't be, like, serious insults, but, like, can you imagine calling someone a petaloid? They'd be so bamboozled. They'd have no idea what you're on about. And they would probably think about that for, like, the rest of their day. Just like, did that person call me a petaloid? What is a petaloid? Then they'd get home, they'd get Googling it, then they'd discover Animal Crossing, and then they'd get addicted to Animal Crossing, and it's really a win-win. Because you get to bamboozle them, and then they become Animal Crossing fans. That's just how it works. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them. Hey, Orville. I want to fly. Roger Dodger. I want to use my Nook Miles ticket. I almost hit I want to visit somebody. Yep. Good for takeoff. Wouldn't do me any good to hit I want to visit somebody, because I have nobody to visit. Yeah. What would dodos do? Because flying is not what they would do, but they're doing it. So, I'm starting to think these two may not be a great gauge of what would the dodo do. Oh, there is a camper here. I don't know who that is. I might get a little picky. I do like dog villager stuff. I might get a little picky. I don't know yet. I should have just cycled the other way. I would have been right there. Who are you? Fret. Wasn't expecting to run into, well, much of anyone out here. Wherever here is exactly. Anyway, I'm Fret. You're Steven from Astera. Wasn't expecting to meet and greet in the store, but then again, ain't sure what I expected to find here. I do kind of like the dog villagers, but I don't know if I like his, like, I'm judging a book by its cover. I don't like his like, I don't much care for his design. I'll just say it. I don't much care for his design. And I'm going to collect up some weeds, because I know we don't have that many weeds, so... need to get a bunch of those collected up. I should also see about collecting up some more, like, stones and stuff. Might be a good idea. Maybe I'll get some more gold. That'd always be nice. Getting gold. Weeds. Yeah, I still really don't know much of what to talk about. I feel like I was talking about stuff pretty nicely there, and then my brain has just kind of gone, no. So yeah, that's fun. It does that. It likes doing that. It really enjoys that. As much as I enjoy these island tours, I do really like these, even though there's not that many islands. Like, you do enough of them, you'll realize pretty quickly there's not many islands, but at least it's decently often enough, at least slightly different, which is kind of nice. I mean, it's one of those things that I'm very torn on, because I do enjoy the island from New Leaf. But after spending a year playing that game, I know I didn't go there very often during that year, but, like, I got kind of sick of it, especially where it was always summer, so, like, there wasn't much of a reason to go there once I had basically gotten to the point of not needing summer fish anymore. Like, I was done. Job done. Mission complete. We did it. You know. So it kind of lost a lot of its appeal because I didn't really need the bells. Want the rubber ducky? How dare you not want the rubber ducky? I believe in you, fish. I believe you're going to see the rubber ducky and realize the errors of your ways. Yeah, there you go. Oh yeah, you wanted that right away once you realized the errors of your way. It's a koi fish! I don't know why it's so shy, or such a bad speller. Oh right, koi is like sea koi, isn't it? I don't actually know. I'm not great with spelling. Never have been. I learned how to spell well enough that, like, people could read what I was saying, but that's about as far as it went. Like, you could read what I have written. And I've gotten better at spelling over the years, but there's still a lot of words where I'm like, okay, I need to, like, Google that because I legitimately just don't know how to spell that word. And, you know, autocorrect won't be all that helpful. But usually those are words where it's just frustrating. Like, the way you spell it out is exactly how it sounds, and then the word itself is not spelt the way it sounds. Which has to be one of the most frustrating things about learning English, is that's one of the first lessons you're taught is, you know, well, if you can't figure it out, sound it out. Except there's a lot of words where you can't do that. Because you don't say, you know, I'm gonna go wait in the kawaii. You say I'm gonna go wait in the queue. And even if you want to try and turn Q into a word, you know, you're probably just gonna go QUE. Because that makes sense. But no, it's kawaii. Like... English is so frustrating. Which I think is partially why I was always just like, you know what, no, I can't be bothered. I can spell good enough. You know, if I wrote Q-U-E, you would know I mean Q. You know, it's good enough. Oops. Trying to get my net. So I do need more snowflakes. But like, yeah, that always just annoyed me. And like, I enjoyed writing for the longest time. I kind of stopped after a not so pleasant experience with the school librarian of all people. You know, the person you would assume would be the most encouraging of anyone wanting to get into writing and all that. I believe I've told this story before, but my brain just remembered it, so I'm telling it again. So I used to like writing a lot. I also used to like talking to the school librarian a fair bit, because I'm a dork. Well, I was there talking with the librarian one day, and a girl had came in and wanted to talk to the librarian as well, so I just kind of joined the conversation, which was nice. It worked out great. We were all having a nice time, just kind of chatting. And then the librarian and this girl got talking about specifically, like, male writers, and basically how there's never, no male writer is good, and it's like, this is a librarian who thinks this, you know? Because, like, I had, in the moment, been like, I should mention, like, a writer I'd been reading a fair bit from recently. I'd actually had one of his books with me, and he was a male writer. I believe, if I remember the author's name right, it's Brandon Mull, something like that. Right, it's the Beyonders books. I don't know if he's ever done any more of them, but he wrote the Beyonders books, which is a really good book series. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. But then quite literally, as I was about to point it out, like, the librarian was like, yeah, did you see this Brandon Mull guy? His stuff's so bad. And I'm like, okay, I won't bother then. And, like, the librarian didn't know I had it with me. It was in my bag, so, like, it's not like she would have known and was making, like, a pointed jab at me, like, I doubt she would have been, like, kind of killed a lot of my motivation to try writing, like, which I know to some people is probably gonna sound utterly stupid, but, like, it's just that thing of, like, at the age I was at, which I was, like, 14 or so, like, I was still kind of at the age where I cared about people in positions that I felt would know what they're talking about, and, like, who knows more about books than a librarian, you know? Even to this day, I'm still kind of that mindset of, like, who knows more about books than a librarian? That's kind of their job, to know about books and authors. And, you know, I don't agree with this librarian's stance, but, like, you know, that's, in general, like, librarians are going to know the most about books. It's their job to know about them. So, you know, it makes sense. And then young me was like, yeah, she's probably right. My writing's garbage anyway, so I just kind of stopped. I've off and on wrote little bits here and there, but, like, nothing worth sharing in any way. It literally got to the point of, like, I have a whole fantasy universe in my head. I haven't wrote it down anywhere, but it's in my head, you know? It's also a world I've been working on for probably close to 21 years now. 21, 22 years. So there's a lot in there. It's mixed with Pokemon knowledge at this point, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Everything else I played, really. Yeah, I'm ready to go home, Wilbur. Yeah, I'm ready to punt pontoons, fly a soaring tulip, here back to Astera. So I guess that's what he calls his plane. Yep, good to go. But yeah, even now, just thinking back, my brain is of two minds. Because it's like, I know what the librarian said was stupid. Like, I know that. But there's another part of my brain that is like, but she's probably right, though. Like, that's where my brain is at. Because, like, it doesn't help that, like, I'd continue to just go and, like, talk with the librarian as well. But, like, there'd be other times where, like, other girls would come in talking and such, and, like, they would also get kind of on that topic. And I remember, I forget the author, but it was a male author, but, like, apparently they had liked those books. And the response from the librarian was, it was probably his wife that wrote it, and he just put his name on it. And it's like, okay. So, that just adds even more to the, even if I were to get into writing, here's a librarian that literally would never believe I wrote something if it was actually good, so why bother? Yeah, which I know is stupid. I can fully acknowledge it's stupid, but it doesn't stop my brain from sabotaging me anytime I try to write. You know, it's one of those things. You know it's dumb, but you can't stop your brain from sabotaging you because, like, it's just, it was hammered in multiple times of, like, men don't write. Men can't write, you know. Of which I'm sure, just because of, you know, this is just something I've noticed when it comes to people like that. Because it did seem like, you know, this librarian at least liked having me around to talk with every now and again. I'm sure if I had made mention at any point, like, oh, I do a little writing, she probably would have changed her tune slightly, but only when I was around. Because these people will do that kind of thing, and it's just like, I've noticed that over my years on this earth. Which, not gonna lie, is a bit disheartening, you know. Because, like, you know they still don't believe, you know. They're just putting on a face because, you know. It's like, But enough depressing topics, and probably enough for today. Come chilled by KK. Wow, there's nobody here with him at the moment. You know, I'm definitely gonna chill here with him. And, much like last Saturday, we're just gonna let KK play us out today. So, with that, I do hope you all still enjoyed this episode, even though I got a bit depresso espresso there. And hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow for some bad financial decisions. See you all then. And now in the send card, I would like to ask if you liked the video, hey, could you hit the like button? And if you're not subscribed, could you maybe subscribe? That'd help me out a lot. Thanks a bunch. Now, me, oh, me, oh.